Hi to all you gentle ladies and gentle squires out there. I get some advertisements, not advertisements, what these say, but stuff on my YouTube asking for help for charities and not charities, but very serious suffering in the world. And I'll do anything I can to help. If you want to say a donation for someone who might enjoy some of these songs and stuff, I'd be glad to send out donations. And so I just wanted everybody to know that, because they could use these songs, they could put a price on them and give them to all the donate. I don't want to put a price on, no price. But they could say, if you would like to donate a certain amount of money to this cause. There are some great causes out there that you can help people with. So, all right, here's the beginning of a story in progress. A whirling gust of bulls in china closet, flip top and oil that tranny, tossing a muscle and bone crabapple tempest. Of what for and when, down the terrace by terrace, overseen street of visions en route to martyrdom's sons and daughters. Survival and death rattle are sitting across from one another at a polished oak folksoming table. Cut me in for the northbound steep stuff rattle, with moon-gazing cook the books, gritty Nate voices, bass and trebled weights of gathered decades. I'm ruptured, bullet-riddled, and gathering sticks to flame in this creation absent town. Survival throws his punch-drunk gaze across death rattles never been to Seattle. Life in turn for the moment. Underground Crips face. Underground hollows or something like that face. They've had this bottoms up for no one lazy afternoon conversation. One too many times, as a horse and mule drawn carriage drags Sunday bested slow down the unshoelaceable, just in caseable street past the painted glass window by which they both cross-legged sit. An aerodynamic blaze of sudden conscience rips a twice-told charm bracelet bullet through Death Rattle's lantern-jawed head, sucking from the ear that gravitates every torque-tooled bit of material reality from the half-formed room where within the two of them sit. Death Rattle, upon hailing with all his flesh-rotting might, puts anew everything right, for him anyway. Myriad and multitudinous forms of 100-watt morality dissolve in a geriatric instant the half-born room, and dancing the octopus macabre to the pulse-beating needle and groove that yesterday, as like the day previous to, did not and never would betray any man or woman more so inclined to be honest in their dealings with slant-hatted survivals, unintelligible personage. A few 3 hours heretofore, survival is sitting at a funky but oft-fabled table, nearer toward the half-open curtainless windows of his room, out of which oft times he looks with half-sistered gaze at the rolling city streets below. Hundreds upon hundreds of unpublished manuscripts decide no turning back the mood of cautioned love for humankind that most days permeates his jigsaw puzzled attic room. A thin and ghostly layer of Hobbartown dust coats like a Bosstown tea party, his low-lit room's loudmouth silence, ancient of the day, and through many an evolving door happening into and out of again, hatless and bootless strayed from the decades' length of history by time itself unportrayed, villainous and sharp as irons, and rain-filling buckets seen as if from long ago a priori perceived points of view. Survival wears a painted face, along with 33 brimmed hats given him 400 years previous like, by the side-saddling, rocket-cheered women and men followed through Yuletide streets by dancing fleets of ragdoll retinue. 10 or 12 years earlier, they'd been faraway countryed in a land of untamables, slain once and risen twice. The broader the daylight, the more so sickly thinned by incognitos far between and few. And that's my first. And this has been Paul A. Bedard. And if you type me in, you might get the guy from some other place. But I have nothing to do with these big long creatures. I don't wrestle them or anything like that. I come from Rehoboth, Tor, and Silver Lake, and I am up in Massachusetts. So you might have to put a middle initial A in between the Paul and the Bedard. And God bless all of you. And this is kind of like I'll still be writing the songs and everything. I'll still be doing everything. So I hope I don't know where the people who view have gone, but there's not many views lately. Maybe they'll come back again.